Shalom. First, I'd like to give just like all praises, all that glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem with Kakadash. I would like to give, I would like to give double honors to my apostle Els of great millstone, who rule well, who just push his word and truth and also sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. Now, someone ever. Also, salutations to the elect, 144,000 judges. That's 12,000 men for each tribe. And also salutations to the 1/3 men, women, children that's part of the elect. And also a special shout out to the few sisters that's listed literally to you. I say Shalom. This is your brother Sakaria for the Great Millstone. You should cap back at it now. That's their truth. And yeah, man, it's getting worse, man. The topic is government shutdowns will lead to a civil war. Well, the reason why I say government shutdowns will lead to a civil war because U.S. airports could shut down because of TSA crisis. Since this partial government shutdown been 3 weeks, the TSA workers and the Customs Border Patrol, people that work for the government, all the people, they ain't got paid because these damn politicians want to talk about ICE agents and a whole bunch of bullshit that they can't just like work things out. They just want to get their panties in a bunch, and they want to punish the just like the lower people, man. And like this shit doesn't make no damn sense whatsoever. So I'm gonna play the video called the Snyder Report. So yeah. So let's get to it. Fair use, fair use. I'm not using this video to like make no money off of this. Fair use, fair use. I'll use this video for biblical educational purposes.
According to the White House, the United States may be forced to shut down airports amid this standoff with the Department of Homeland Security. This is a complete catastrophe. Millions of people could be stranded. People could be forced to use different airports. Other workers will be temporarily let go and furloughed. Think about that for a second. We are about to see airports shut down. This is not just going to harm TSA workers. This is going to harm others as well. Pilots, flight attendants, people that work in the restaurants, the janitorial staff, other mechanics, and other workers that work at the airlines. This disaster is turning into something.
Yeah, they're gonna lay off like people who are mechanics that work for airlines who got like they got less seniority. That's what they're gonna do, and pretty soon, also people who got higher seniority, and also contract workers that work at the airport, they're gonna like let them go. So it's gonna be like really worse, and it just Jacob's troubles here, man. And we are just like the prelims of just like Jake of Jacob's trouble. So
Even greater. Look at this. It says U.S. says it may be forced to shut down some airports over funding standoff. That was just announced today. Listen to this. It says a senior Trump administration official said on Tuesday that if a government funding standoff continues, it may force the shutdown of some smaller airports in the coming weeks, owing to a shortage of security personnel. I've been saying this for the past couple weeks as well, is that this little standoff between Republicans and Democrats over the Department of Homeland Security funding, which essentially isn't really about the Department of Homeland Security per se, it's about the ICE agents. That's the big standoff. That's the big question mark, is what are we going to do there? But TSA agents are now in the middle. They are now being pulled apart, many of which cannot afford food, can't afford their home, their car payment, gas, getting back and forth from work, which right now is surging. But listen to this right here.
Unlike other federal agencies such as ICE and CBP, TSA employees are working without pay. Many are coping with eviction notices, vehicle repossessions, empty refrigerators, and overdrawn bank accounts. Every available financial option has been exhausted.
Ready for fast, fresh
God
auto
damn.
insurance savings?
We can serve up an offer that's a better fit for you and
I know
And just like they got to pay their rent. I know people that work for TSA. Because I used to work at Hobby Airport years ago. I used to work in Hobby and Bush. I don't work in the airport no more. You know, and TSA is a very good job. But it's very hard to get on. And I bet you, yeah, they ain't got paid. They about to get evicted. If you tell that, Lord, the government could shut down and I'm not getting paid, they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear it. They want is their money. They want their money. They want their money on. They want their money. And you ain't giving their money, they gonna kick you out. Some of them about to be evicted from their apartments. Some of them gonna be evicted out of their homes. That's gonna have they gonna have bad credit. Once let's say they got evicted, and the government shutdown lasts longer, and they reopen. Can they get their house back? Hell no. Can they get their private bank? Hell no. It's gonna fuck up they damn credit, because these damn fucking politicians, these Democrats and these damn Republicans be doing a whole bunch of shit. Really, it's all about ICE, but really they trying to dish out the dog out to do this MOTB, man. They trying to stick this as long as they can. So man, hey, we know like Esau's about to fall. So, and like you there in 2/3, you don't know. Now you what you feeling? This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. It reads, When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So right now, just like the right now, the who is ruling the earth? The wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom. They ruling the earth. They run the government. They do making just like the people suffer. So the people are in mourning because of this devil, man. That's what he does. And like this man is a dad devil. And these politicians are getting paid. And like these managers, these TSA managers, high ups, they getting paid. These politicians get paid, but the law workers, they don't get paid. And these politicians were run by the banking families. Okay? And they got the billionaires, and also they got the trillionaires. They tell them what to do. If they don't do it, you know what and like these politicians are puppets. They run by the elites, so they gotta do what the elites tell them to do. If they don't do it, what happened to like they could add like JFK and the rest of these presidents, and also Charlie Kirk. So yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. The woe to them that degree, unrighteous degrees, and that right grievous which they have prescribed. So woe means destruction and judgment to you damn elites, man, you Edomites, because you doing unrighteous decrees, man, shutting down the government, not giving just like the workers pay, and like that. That's not right. How you can sleep at bed, but you don't give a damn. You really don't give a damn. But that's okay. That's okay because Esau, you at the end of Esau, you're the end of the world. This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It reads, "The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" So earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom. Okay, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Okay, he covers the faces of the judges thereof. So when he came into power during the Renaissance, he wiped he did whitewash our Lord Yahweh Shai for a so-called black man to the so-called white man. The angels and also disciples all white, and also the Moors pictures from Negro to so-called white. Not all, but some. Okay. That's
Several people that work for TSA, and I've only met them because of the videos I've done about this, but these people that I've talked to, communicated with, they're saying the exact same thing, that they have pretty much taken all the money out of their retirement. They have taken all the money from like savings, college.
also they 401k. You don't get, you get some, not all of it. Okay. Well, I mean that, let's say that you work for Shell for 20 years. Okay, and you have like $1 million in like 401k, and you want to take out 300,000. You're not gonna get just like a 300 with a 300,000. You're gonna get 200,000. That's how this man is, man. This man is Esau Edom is a damn treacherous person, man. Very treacherous. And a lot of TSA agents, they took their 401k, their retirement. They don't get all of it. They get a lump sum of it. If just like you, if workers don't, if TSA don't get paid, they should go to employment and get employment while they work. That should be better, but nah, they ain't doing that shit because this man's a fucking devil, man.
Things, anything that they put towards their kids, they pulled it all back. Some of which have sold vehicles in order to just pay for their food, pay for their house, the other car payment. They've done so many different things, and like this person saying, they have pretty much exhausted all financial options, and now they have nothing left. Let's keep listening.
New reporting finds at least 366 TSA officers have quit in the last month as the nationwide call-out rate surged to 10.19% on Sunday, compared with about 2% before the government shutdown. So now travelers are facing these long lines at certain airports as the staffing shortages collide with the major winter storm.
And I know a lot of people say this one thing. Well, these TSA workers, they are technically still getting paid, but it won't be until after this partial government shutdown ends. Here's the issue. Okay, let's say you worked for whatever company you work for, and they are going to pay you, and there's a promise to pay you, but the concern is that you may have to work for several months without any pay. Here's the issue. Millions of people work paycheck to paycheck. Here in the United States, The majority of Americans work paycheck to paycheck. I think it's like 58% of Americans are working paycheck to paycheck.
And that's true. A lot of Americans are working paycheck to paycheck. But a lot of these jakes from Central South America and also in the Caribbean that wasn't coming here to this place. Like my nephew, he's from Trinidad. He wants to come down here. And I told him, don't waste your time coming here. Don't waste your time coming to Babylon. Because you're going to have a tough time here, man. But you jakes like to come from Central America, South America, in the Caribbean, West Coast of Africa. You want to come here. I want to come here. Come here to live. Live here for what? You're going to go through a lot of bullshit. You're going to live check to check. Okay? You're going to pay bills and you're going to pay taxes and stuff. So, I will not come here. Stay where you at.
That means if they do not receive one paycheck, they're going to be behind on all their bills. If they don't receive 2 paychecks, they will likely be behind on everything and some. There's no way to put food on the table. No way to put gas in your gas tank to get to work. Think about that for a second. So when these Trump...
And like this damn fucking devil Nero, Trump, was telling TSA workers, you should get to work. Go to work. Let me tell you something, Nero, Nero Trump 47, you fucking prick. Yeah, I'm gonna call you a fucking prick because you are like a fucking prick. People not gonna go to fucking work without getting paid. People are not working for free. You think this is slavery? Nah, fuck that. If you're not gonna work. See, this is why you damn devils are going down, man. So let's go to Sirach chapter 10 and verse 1. This is Sirach chapter 10 verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered. A wise judge will just like instruct his people. A wise judge will instruct his people how to do right. They will tell people, pay the workers, and do right. As in the verse 22, as the judge of the people is himself, so his officers. And what manner of man that the ruler of the city is, such as they that dwell therein. Verse 3, and an unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. Yeah, man. Unwise king destroyed his people, man. But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, man. So, yeah. There you have it. Let's go, Mr. Snyder.
administration officials are saying...
So like I'm tired from school and work, so I'm doing this lesson so I could after I do this lesson, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm a little tired. That's why I'm kind of tired.
that they may be forced to close smaller airports. It's not a threat. This is a huge concern because this is likely coming. I want to play something else for you. Listen to this.
They should be paid. This is ridiculous.
A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. So, missing a paycheck is a huge deal.
I don't agree with it. I think they should get the paychecks.
I mean, I would definitely want to get paid if I'm doing that job, so it's pretty messed up.
With IMO, you can control any TV. You can showcase videos and photos.
President Trump's message to unpaid TSA agents: keep fighting for the USA. Go to work.
Yeah. President Trump said, go to work. Okay? Telling them to go to work. Now, here's the interesting thing, and this is why I'm breaking this down. The concern right now is that we just hit 10.91%, something like that. Okay? Or 19%.
That's enough. Like this, that will say, "Go USA, get to work." This fucking man is a fucking devil, man. He's that cruel Lord, man. He's that cruel Lord, man. These fucking people, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. It reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." Verse 15, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Verse 6, yeah, so it's going to be the sword and the destruction draw nigh, so one people shall stand and fight against another. That's civil war, up wars, civil wars, man. People rising up against the government, and they're going to get tired of that shit. They're going to take it all to their own hands. Okay? Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princesses. In the course of their actions shall stay their power. So it's going to be sedition among men. So they're going to be invading one another. They're going to go on people's houses. They're going to go in these billionaires' houses and these politicians. Okay? And like they're not going to guard these cops, the military, these government agencies. They're not going to guard these politicians. They're not going to guard nobody. And they're going to be killing them. You know, these politicians, the mayors, they don't give a shit. They going to have swords in their hand. It's going to be bad, man. Okay? Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able to. So it's going to be so bad, man. They're going to be killing these cops, killing these mayors, the senators, etc. It's going to be so bad. They're going to put these foreign troops in to be at like every city. So they're going to use martial law. So if you want to go to another city, you're not going to be able to. Only way you're going to be able to go if you have that C hip. If not, they're going to kill you or throw you in jail. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be afraid, the houses shall be destroyed, Slakia, and man shall be afraid. And verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because lack of bread and for great tribulation. So, people, because they pride, it's gonna be bad because they people's pride. Okay, they see it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be bad, man. Not just here in America, but worldwide, man. And the house is gonna be destroyed. People gonna kick in your house and take your shit. And just like man shall be afraid. A lot of men gonna be afraid because we live in like troubled times. A man's not gonna have pity have no pity upon his neighbor, man. he gonna go in your house and take your damn shit. Okay? He's gonna bust in your house with a sword. Okay? Take your goods, kill you, take your goods because of lack of bread. It's gonna be a famine out here. And like it's gonna be really bad, man. It's gonna be really bad. So Jacob's troubles here, man. We are in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble, and we are in the beginning stages of 2nd Ezra 9, 2nd Ezra 15, and just like 2nd Ezra 16, man. It's about to be really bad. They talk about closing small airports in small cities, and also big airports. So it's gonna be bad, man. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Like Slovakia, I'm tired. I'm a little sleepy. I'm about to go to bed. So for Slovakia, I'm being a little a little sluggish, but it be all right. So I'm gonna wrap this up. First, I like to give just like all praises, all the glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. I would like to give double honors to my apostle, El Millstone. Lord's will, this is edifying. Until next time, Shalom.